Hey, it's Ty the Real Estate Guy, and today I'm going to show you how to save enough money to buy a home. But before I do, here's some important information you should know. Hopefully this helps you understand the importance of buying a home. Over time, home values increase by about 5% on average per year. So does the cost of rent. Let's do the math real quick. If you buy a $300,000 home, in 10 years that same home could easily be worth more than $600,000. If you pay rent and it's $1,300 per month, 10 years from now, your rent will most likely be more than $2,000 per month. Your mortgage on a $300,000 home, depending on where you live, would be about $1,700 per month. 10 years later, your mortgage payment will still be the same. It doesn't increase like rent. There is also some amazing tax advantages to owning a home that I'm not going to really talk about today, but it's important to learn all the advantages to buying. I explained this more in another video called Paying Rent versus Buying a Home. Is it better to rent or buy? I'll put this in a link to the video below. So, what's the best way to save for a home? First off, know that even the smallest sacrifices can equal huge results. Think to yourself, where can I save or earn more money? Where can I cut back on my expenses, and what can I sell? Here's a list to start from. The best thing you can do that will make the biggest impact is to find a way to earn more money. There are a few different ways to do this. You can get a second job, you can pick up extra shifts at work, or even better yet, apply for higher paying jobs until you get one. There are plenty of great paying options if you're willing to work hard. Tell everyone you know that you're trying to save for a home. Let family and friends know that cash should be appreciated more than presents, and save every dollar you receive. Stop eating out. For the time being, take sack lunches to work and make meals at home. Cut back on your cell phone and internet service. Get rid of cable and satellite TV. Make coffee and breakfast at home instead of buying it on your way to work. Ride your bike or take the bus. Sell unused or unnecessary items. Sell your car if you can get away without having one. This will give you a huge infusion of cash, and you'll save money on auto insurance and maintenance. Stop spending your precious money on things you don't need. Remember, these changes aren't permanent. It's just a sacrifice you're going to make so you can purchase a home and change your financial future. Of course, you can always ask a family member for a loan. Let them know you'll pay them back ASAP. Always pay people back as soon as possible. You can borrow money from your 401k retirement plan. The government will allow you to take money from your 401k for a down payment on a home. Please talk to a tax specialist so you understand the advantages and the disadvantages. That being said, real estate is considered by most to give you a better return on your investment than your 401k. So I think that it's a great way to use your retirement money. If you're married, make an agreement with your spouse not to buy each other gifts for birthdays, anniversaries, and Christmas. Saving your money is the most important thing you can do. Skip the romantic getaway, the flowers, and the jewelry just until you can get that home. I read about a couple that made a game out of trying to save for a home. They got to a point where they were saving 75% of their paychecks. Can you imagine how quickly you could afford a home if you could even get close to that? Stop living large. It always surprises me when I drive through apartment complexes how many expensive cars I find in the parking lot. Some of these vehicles can easily have a higher monthly payment than rent. Many renters are paying rent because they aren't good with money. A lot of people don't understand that a vehicle is a liability and not an asset. The rich buy assets, not liabilities. The rich also buy liabilities when they can pay cash for them, while the poor buy expensive items on credit. When I was a home inspector, I'd often examine homes that were being rented out. There were 3 things that nearly all these renters had in common. Most of them had huge TVs, PlayStations, and expensive cars. Now, everyone has the right to live their lives the way they wish, so I'm not judging anyone, but that lifestyle is tragic for someone that wants to become a millionaire and hopes to retire early. If you're looking to build wealth that will lead to an early and wonderful retirement, one that will allow you to live life as you please, don't buy all the shiny toys. Save your money and invest in real estate. Take charge of your money. Take charge of your life. Examine your spending habits. Where can you be more frugal? What sacrifices are you willing to make to buy a home and change your future? It really is simple to save for a home. There are millions of ways for us to burn our money, but it's usually the small things that kill us. Going out for lunch each day, grabbing a coffee and or a snack on the way to work. These can easily add up to $8 to $15 per day. Many of us, me included, eat out far too often. My wife and I burned $22 the other day going out for lunch, and then a few nights later we spent $21 for pizza. That $43, if spent right, could have fed our entire family for 4 to 5 days if we'd shopped right at a grocery store. Some will say we deserve a night out, or it's nice to not have to make dinner once in a while. That may be true, but these are just convenient excuses. If you ask me, picking up a pizza is more effort than warming up a can of soup. If you're serious about buying a home, stop making excuses to spend your money and save everything you can. Let's run another scenario. If you spend an average of $6 per day eating out or grabbing coffee on your way to work 5 days a week for 52 weeks, let's figure in vacations and sick days and say 50 weeks, you'll spend $30 per week or $120 per month. That's a whopping $1,500 per year. If you up that to $10 per day, you're burning $2,500. That's a lot of money you could save by making one very simple change. Some of you may be thinking $1,500 in an entire year isn't that much money, and maybe it's not. But cutting unnecessary spending is one of the fastest ways to becoming a homeowner, which will lead you down the path to becoming a millionaire. Do you have unnecessary or unused items? Hold a yard sale or put things on eBay. This alone could put you in a position to buy a home. Where can you save money by making small changes? Once again, each one of us needs to look at our personal situation and see what changes we can make. Another huge mistake most first-time homebuyers make is that they think they should live in a large fancy home like their parents. They think they should get their dream home right off the bat. But for most of us, it's just not possible. So what is the fastest route to your dream home? That's an easy one. The fastest route to your dream home is to buy a small home and sometimes an older home. Just buy a house. Start small and build your way up. Really, if done right, you could easily be in a big, beautiful home in as little as 10 years. Buying a home is just like climbing a large mountain. It takes planning, sacrifices, and it takes time. But don't let this intimidate you. Buying a home will most likely be the best financial decision you ever make. Yes, it's scary, and yes, it's hard, but trust me, it's worth it, and I know you can do it. Please, if you have any questions, comment below. If you found this information valuable, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to see more great real estate videos. Thank you.